Welcome to Hey That's Me, a commentary podcast. I'm Patrick Hotner.
I am Brian Lynch. Patrick, who's the guest today on our podcast?
Brian, today we have storyboard artist Kristen Gish.
Not from DuckTales.
From DuckTales, Brian.
Oh, it's amazing. I was not here for this one, but Patrick and I watched an episode that she worked on, and she provided an entire commentary track.
You like DuckTales, Brian?
I love DuckTales. I love the old one. I love the new one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is season 3, episode 11. It's called The Forbidden, say it with me, The Forbidden Fountain of the Foreverglades. The Forbidden Fountain of the Foreverglades.
Mm-hmm.
A good one. A lot of good guest stars in this one.
Easily the worst episode of DuckTales.
No, that's not
true.
true.
If you go to DuckTales.net.
Duckpedia?
No, that's really good.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's great. I'm just kidding.
Allison Janney.
I love Allison Janney.
John Hodgman.
I love John Hodgman.
Nestor Carbonell.
So good.
The big three.
Yeah.
Honestly, maybe the big three.
I always want to do a Three Amigos reboot with those three.
Is Allison Janney Chevy because she's so tall?
Yes. I saw Allison Janney in a reboot.
What does that mean?
9 to 5.
I also saw Allison Janney in 9 to 5.
How great was that show?
The bed got stuck.
The Office got stuck.
I don't know what that means.
The Office spun around and it got stuck and they had to stop for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
She was so good, though.
Who would have thought that 9 to 5 would be the big technical disaster?
Megan Hilty was, oh my God.
And Stephanie J. Block.
She had the breakaway song,
Yeah.
the Get Out and Stay Out.
9 to 5, what a way to make a living. Right? That was good.
That was really good. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. So I
Play
was so
was
excited.
fun. I like
Play was great.
Musical.
Allison was great. She's a perfect Lily Tomlin. She was great.
Anyways, John Hodgman. We like John Hodgman.
So much.
So good.
So funny.
John Hodgman did something very fun for us for George Lucas Talk Show.
What did he do?
We took a break. I'm trying to remember the.
This does sound good. So
No, okay,
get ready to
here's what
sync up your show.
No, we said we were going to do a Yule log on Christmas one year.
That's
I think it was 2020,
Okay.
I want to say.
Okay.
And we were just like, it's just going to be on all day. It'll have music looping.
It's really
blah,
good.
blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But then 7 hours into it, we recorded an hour-long episode with John Hodgman.
Oh, that's so
and
cool.
just plopped it in the middle.
Yeah, it's so good.
So you had to be watching it all day to see it.
Or you just go to it when it's time.
Well, yeah, sure.
That's
great.
great.
But they wouldn't know.
I love that you guys couldn't just do the thing. You then did a secret thing.
That was fun.
It's a hat on a hat, but you made it work.
That's the goal.
Way to go. How'd you find the Yule log footage?
Someone made it for us. It was actually a photo of George's real office.
So
and
good.
then they photoshopped and put other things from our show into
Do you ever stop and think you're too good?
No.
No, your stuff is so good. It's so funny.
Nestor Carbonell. What's our favorite Nestor Carbonell thing?
The Tick.
Oh, yeah. He's really
love
good
him as the Tick.
He's really good in the Tick. Well, he's not as the Tick.
Love him on the Tick.
Oh.
Did I say as the
Yeah,
Tick?
you did.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant on the Tick. I really do.
You know what he's good in?
Lost.
Ready or Not To.
Oh, so good, but wasted. Spoilers, he's not in it as much as I want him to be.
But he's good in it.
I love that movie. I really enjoyed watching it.
I really like DuckTales. This cast is crazy. But this cast is
It's
nuts.
great.
Like even, you get down to like Beck Bennett and stuff where he's not one of the big three.
Yeah.
I will say this, it does get hard talking about the show because you're having to remember which one Huey, Dewey, and Louie is.
I don't have that problem.
Which one is which?
I don't know. I don't know. I really do love this show. I think it's one of the best reboots of a show ever. It's so well done.
The design is amazing on it.
So beautiful.
And it was really fascinating talking to her because like I feel like you and I definitely know what storyboard artists do.
Yeah.
But in terms of like how they work with the production, different shows obviously like different styles, different amount of storyboards you're doing, all that stuff was very fascinating.
Yeah, you have to, as a storyboard artist, you have to learn very quickly what is expected of you because each project is, like you just said, is so different.
Yeah.
Like, do I throw a lot of stuff at the wall? Do I do very specific, follow exactly what the director said? And I will say this, the best animated movies are made in the storyboard, the portion of the filmmaking.
Yeah. Very interesting. The show's on Disney Plus. There's also a great art of book by Ken Plume.
Oh, I'd love that.
Yep.
Is it available on Blu-ray? I don't know. I would like to own that.
I don't think so. Let's check.
It's got friend of show Bobby Moynihan in it. He hasn't been on our show, but we're literally friends with him, both of us.
It does not look like it's on Blu-ray.
That's insane. I guess Disney Plus wants to keep it, hog it.
Yeah. Yeah. No Blu-ray. Maybe a DVD?
Oh, maybe we'll go to Etsy and see if they have a...
There is a DVD. But it looks like it's just season 1.
I don't want no DVD.
All right, you ready to get started?
I've never been more ready.
All right, pull it up on Disney Plus. You can listen to it like an audio commentary.
Countdown from Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
Yeah, all
Huey.
right.
Ready? Huey, Dewey, Louie, Scrooge.
DuckTales.
Yes.
Woo woo.
Woo woo, exactly.
How did this happen for you?
Well, I had been working at Disney TV on Star versus the Forces of Evil. We would have lunch with other people from other shows a lot.
Yeah.
We would do like breakfasts together. So when there was an opening on DuckTales, I told my buddy Tanner, hey, I'd love to be on the show.
Yeah.
I did a test for it, and that's kind of how it happened.
Cool. That's great. Well, I feel like people, we talked about this a little bit a second ago, but like I feel like people know what storyboard artists are. But like the process of it is fascinating to me. Just in like, are you working alone? Are you working with a group? Are you working, are you sitting with people being like, this is the shot, this is the shot, this is the shot?
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
We would start with kind of a big meeting with the writers, the showrunners, the director, and kind of talk about here's what the episode is, here's some designs to work off of, here's what to keep in mind. And then the way I do my work is I like to go sit alone away from my computer with little Post-it notes and just like, if I think of a visual joke, I put it on a Post-it note in the script.
Yeah.
And no one can read the Post-it notes except for me. They're a total mystery. And then that's when you kind of take it into Storyboard Pro, thumbnail it out, and the thumbnails are legible, and you can show them to other people, and
people understand what they are. Yeah,
and you get feedback, after the thumbnail stage of what should change, what's working, and then you do cleans, and that's kind of the process in a nutshell.
Yeah, is Storyboard Pro the like standard, the industry standard?
Yeah.
How is it? Just, I mean, what does it look like if you were looking at it as an outsider? Does it look like a PowerPoint presentation, or like what is the app that you're working on?
Oh, that's a great question. I'm just so used to it being the default thing that I use. It's a little different from Photoshop.
Okay.
But I would say it's closer to Photoshop than a PowerPoint. And you have a little timeline at the bottom. I think that's the biggest difference. So you can kind of see things as a teeny tiny thumbnail, or you could see the bigger picture.
Sure.
And yeah, I really love Storyboard Pro. I think it's great.
That's good.
That's where I do all my drawings.
Yes, this is a plug. Storyboard Pro. If you're listening, give her a free year. I don't know. Do you pay for it, or is it free? I don't know.
They're actually so much better than Adobe because you just pay for it once and it's done.
The dream. Adobe, we're calling you out. Too expensive.
So willing to call out Adobe.
Yes.
I hate them.
It stinks that they have like a stranglehold on it because it's too expensive.
Exactly.
Just want to make sure everyone knows that. Alice and Janney in this episode.
Yes, I love Alice and Janney.
So
I
cool.
love Goldie. The reason I wanted to choose this episode is because it was my favorite episode to storyboard on. It was written by Madison Bateman, who's a very funny, talented writer.
Yeah.
I really like one of the movies we were referencing. There I am. There was my name. We watched Romancing the Stone.
Yeah.
And this definitely has...
It does feel like romance. You're right.
Which, for people who don't know, is a movie from the 80s that's about this romance novelist who sort of gets taken on this like whirlwind adventure. It was very much...
Michael Douglas, Kathleen Turner.
Yeah.
Danny DeVito. Yeah.
Just like an action romance, very fun. And I just had a lot of fun with Goldie. I think everyone had a lot of fun with Goldie in this episode.
Do you have a favorite duck of the three?
I kind of go back and forth on if I forget, this one's...
Oh boy. Great question.
Yeah, I should know. I worked on the show. The blue one.
Yes. The blue one is Ben Schwartz, right?
Yeah, who I've met, who's really sweet.
Yeah.
And I met Danny Putty as well, who's also very sweet.
So Ben is Dewey.
Yes.
Danny is Huey. Bobby, of course, is Louie.
Yes.
Yes.
So yeah, the blue one, it kind of irks me.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'm into him. So I don't know. It's back and forth.
Did you like DuckTales when you were younger? Like
I did.
The older
Yeah.
version? Yeah. It felt like it was a show that was on all the time.
Oh,
I feel like I watched so much DuckTales growing up.
And there's so much lore with, the life and times of Scrooge McDuck, the comic book series. I forget
Carl
what
Harks,
year. like really beautiful artwork.
Yeah.
So it was really cool to get to work on this show. It's funny though. When I was working on DuckTales, I once saw a duck in real life, and I was like, oh my God, have we been drawing them wrong this whole time? You're just like, you get so used to the way
this is what a duck looks like.
Yeah,
to you.
You see a real duck and you're like, I gotta let the crew know we've been doing it wrong.
They don't have fingers.
I know.
That's so funny. Did the show was on for 3 seasons?
Yes.
And you were on for 2 and 3?
Yeah.
Did you guys know that it was gonna end after 3, or was that?
I forget when we found out that it was gonna end. I think we were all kind of hoping for a 4th.
Yeah.
But I do feel like it got a really solid ending. I mean, I think Matt and Frank did a great job with, how they wrapped everything up.
People love this show.
I know.
I mean, it's very fun and it's very silly, but like the cast is so good. It looks so cool. There's like so many cool. There's a really good art of book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's funny because like rewatching this episode, I'm just blown away by the animation.
Yeah.
This is maybe something that's like I'm not supposed to admit, but I don't always watch the finished animation because I get so attached to the animatics, how they look. And I have to say, I'm just like blown away by how great this animation is.
Yeah. In a scene like the one we just saw, they're on the log going down the river. How many frames, like storyboards, would you do for that?
Oh, that's a great question. It kind of depends on how many poses there need to be, how many camera moves there need to be. So it is kind of hard for me to give a number.
Yeah. You have a really cool, on your website, you've got storyboards that people can look at.
Oh, I do. Yeah.
And people should go check that out because it's very cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just like, it's neat seeing, because you don't see that stuff a lot. You know what I mean? Like,
I know.
It's so behind the scenes, and this guy, great.
I know.
John Hodgman right here. He's great. How much do you have to change your art style for each show that you're working on?
It kind of depends on the show.
Yeah.
I storyboarded this scene. I'm very happy with how it turned out.
Mm-hmm.
I got to do a fun little romance scene, which is so fun. You don't usually get to do that with DuckTales.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry, what was the question?
How much do you change your art styles for each show? Like when you're, is storyboarding DuckTales different from storyboarding Star?
Yes, it is. Star was storyboard driven, so we were doing the writing and the storyboarding at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
We were given an outline to kind of expand on.
Sure.
And because of that, we could be a little looser. I would say with DuckTales, you do have to be on model, but everyone's individual style kind of shines through when you look at the boards. Mm-hmm. No one necessarily draws exactly the same way.
Sure.
I would say that's pretty different from something like adult comedy, maybe something like Family Guy, where you do really have to nail down and have everything very, very on model.
Quagmire can't look different.
Exactly.
He's got to look the same. Yeah. That makes sense. Do the creators have any preferences in terms of like, I don't know, how they want it storyboarded? Like, that's a weird question, but like, do the people running the room look at this and say like, you're doing too many boards, or you're not doing enough, we want more, or does it not matter?
Yeah, I think, because DuckTales was a pretty action adventure heavy show, we did kind of need to nail down posing, and we needed to, I think something that was really stressed to me was making sure everything felt very cinematic. And that, that was kind of a fun challenge for me. I did this scene where they're like gazing into each other's eyes. But yeah, I think that the cinematic aspect of DuckTales was a really fun challenge and kind of shifted the way I viewed storyboarding.
Yeah. The cinematic aspect of DuckTales is a great phrase.
Yeah.
It's just funny words together that are... I like that all the romantic stuff, they're like, this is you. That's the second romantic scene that you're like, romance, it's mine. I got it.
Yeah, I know. I want to do more romance. I want there to be more romance animated shows.
Yeah.
Hit me up if you if you need some romantic gazing into each other's eyes.
Yes. Is there any difference? Because you worked on Tuca and Birdie too,
yes.
right? Yeah. What's the difference between like adult animation versus all ages animation in terms of for you?
It's funny because I would actually say that Tuca and Birdie and DuckTales have similarities, not just because it's birds, but I think there was a lot of freedom on Tuca and Birdie to kind of like draw the characters, on model, but your version of the characters, and to kind of play with visuals in a really interesting way.
Yeah.
I think a big part of it, I would say Tuca and Birdie and Long Story Short, there was sort of an emphasis on looking at indie slice of life comics as like a visual inspiration.
Yeah.
Where again with DuckTales, it's more looking at film.
Sure.
And yeah, I think both kind of present really fun challenges.
What was the thing that made you want to be a storyboard artist?
I always loved animation. I always loved acting as well. And as someone who was constantly drawing, it kind of felt like a nice blend between art and acting to go into animation. I think I also really, really love the fast-paced nature of storyboarding. I love kind of throwing out ideas, throwing things at the wall, kind of saying, hey, let me do a quick Post-it note drawing to pitch out an idea. I think that storyboarding is a little more collaborative. It almost functions a little bit closer to a writer's room in some way, depending on the show. And I think that's something that really made me fall in love with storyboarding.
Yeah. There were like 4 or 5 of you in the credits for storyboards?
Yeah, I think there were 3 of us on each team.
Okay. So how do you guys break it down? Do they assign scenes to you, or do you?
Yeah, it's Tanner, the director, always did a very good job of kind of splitting it up evenly. Sometimes it would be by scene, sometimes it would be by acts. I don't exactly remember how this was split up. I think I just had act 2. I think I had the middle chunk.
Yeah. When you were growing up, what were the animated things that you were attracted to? Like, what were your favorite movies or TV shows or whatever?
I loved Miyazaki, of course. Yeah. I also, I grew up on the Disney classics, of course. When I was older, I got really into Avatar: The Last Airbender. And yeah, maybe these are kind of the standard that everyone loves, but I can't.
But they love them for a reason. Like they're good.
And I also in college I kind of got really into Ralph Bakshi.
Oh yeah.
And I kind of revisited him during the pandemic, and I was just like, there's something here. It's like so weird and kind of ugly, and I love it.
Grimy.
Yeah.
Yeah. We just had the guy who, William Stout, who's an illustrator and artist, and he did the poster for Wizard.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
He did the poster for that. It was very cool. He was the production designer on Masters of the Universe.
That's so
movie,
fun. Yeah.
Which is crazy. Those are all cool. I mean, Avatar's coming back. Would you wanna? Right? Aren't they doing another Avatar show?
Yeah.
How do we get you in that room?
I know exactly.
We got to make that happen.
But it has been kind of an interesting shift too. I think something I'm looking more into is getting into the writer's room. I think that the things I really loved about storyboarding, you do kind of see it less and less on shows that are coming out now. I think there is more of an emphasis on like coming up with like story structure and character driven stuff and pitching different ideas. You see that more and more happening in the writer's room, where I feel like when I first started, it was a little blurrier, the lines between the storyboard artists and the writers.
Yeah. How often are animation storyboard artists going into live action storyboard stuff? Or is there not really a delineation between that? Yeah. Would you want to do that?
Live action storyboards?
Yeah.
It's tough.
Yeah.
I mean, I would.
Sure.
I think that it's just a very different style.
Yeah. Why?
There are less posing breakdowns. It's more like photorealistic and less poses.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. they feel different. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It just feels like it's a different world a little bit. What shows that are on right now do you look at and think, oh, that's a cool, that either it's got a cool look or it feels like something that you would want to work on? Is there anything?
I really love Common Side Effects.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the art style is very weird and fun. I think the story is great.
Yeah.
I think the acting is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to work on a show like that. Yeah, it's just been really, I'm in the middle of watching it right now, so that it's like really on my brain.
Fresh.
But
yeah. That's fun. Nestor Carbonell, really great in this. A lot of, I mean, this show had such cool people on, and not people that you would necessarily like. You don't necessarily go, oh, Allison Janney obviously should be on DuckTales, but as soon as she is, you're like, yes, of course she is. Where was the audio recorded when you were working on it, or would they record it after you had already done storyboards?
That's a good question.
Thank you so much.
I actually don't remember. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that the recording happened after.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I know that we were not storyboarding to an audio track.
Okay.
Which is what is you typically do for adult animation. Like on Tuca and Birdie, we storyboarded to an audio track. So we would try to match the
Why do you
performances.
think it's different?
I think that there are pros and cons to both.
Yeah.
I think it's really fun. I once got to sit in on a table read for an episode of Long Story Short, and it was really fun to get to see the performers because you could kind of take some of their hand gestures and it would kind of stick with you, and that would end up in the boards.
Okay.
And I think when you have a performance to go off of, you can kind of, this is what I do. I film a very cringy video of myself acting out the scene to the audio track that never sees the light of day. But it helps
until
me,
now.
Here we go. But it helps me, see, oh, I made that hand gesture there. That's not something I would have drawn on my own.
Sure.
It's nice that I have a video reference of it. And I will say maybe the advantage to not having an audio track is you have more freedom to add visual jokes. You're not constrained by time necessarily.
Sure.
And there's a little more room to just play with the visuals.
Yeah, that makes sense. When you're at that table read, are you sketching? Are you taking little notes of people's hand gestures, or is it all in your brain?
It's more in my brain.
Yeah.
But I think it would be helpful to be able to sketch.
Sure.
It's more is this rude? I don't know.
I don't think so. I think they're she's one of the storyboard artists. It's okay for her to draw and not pay attention to what you're saying, but what you're doing.
Yeah, yeah.
Would you use the Fountain of Youth if it were in front of you?
I would want to try it out.
Yeah.
I think it would be fun for a day.
Sure.
But I also think something that this episode doesn't address as much is being a teenager is awful.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'd want to be a teenager more than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Just to kind of remember what it's like.
Sure.
But I think the nice thing about getting older is you don't have to worry about that stuff anymore. I don't know.
I like the idea of someone just listening to this like a podcast and not watching the episode and me just asking about
no
the Fountain
idea.
of Youth. I think that's fun.
Okay, I love this pose of Goldie. That's very Tori. She's one of the storyboard artists, and she draws these really fun, sassy female characters.
Yeah.
So shout out to Tori.
What would people say are your go-tos? When you say that's very Tori, what's very Kristen?
Listen, I think for DuckTales.
Besides romance.
I think I was kind of hired for weird, goofy visuals.
Okay.
There's a scene, the blue one gets long legs, and
the blue one.
I know, I'm
It's
a
so
bad
funny.
DuckTales.
It's so funny.
But I got to storyboard a scene where he was kind of showing off his legs and doing a goofy little leg kick.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that's I was the personality hire for DuckTales.
In a show that feels full of personality.
Yeah, I know.
you are the one.
But yeah, I think like I got to do a lot of fun visuals, and when the opportunity presents itself to be work with a character like Goldie, you got to be fun and sassy. And I think I got to be fun and sassy in this episode.
That's great. What do you think has been your best overall experience on a show? Like, what show do you look back and go, that's the peak so far?
Oh, that's funny. I would point to a few.
Yeah.
DuckTales is definitely one of them. I think that I don't know. I just feel like I learned so much from the show.
Yeah.
I'm still really close with a lot of the people from the show. I learned so much about writing. Frank was very good. I mean, something I really appreciated is he gave a talk about story structure and like anyone could go to it.
Cool.
It didn't have to just be for writers. And I just feel like I learned so much from this show in particular. So yeah, I would definitely say this is one of the highlights.
What do you think makes a good boss in animation?
I would say great communication skills, being able to say what you are looking for, and to kind of be specific when you point out where someone may not be meeting what is needed from the show.
Sure.
Yeah, I do think specificity, patience, and just like in general, an ability to work with people in a good way.
What do you think makes a bad boss?
I think that I'm trying to think, like I've been pretty lucky in that I've mostly had good bosses. I think like what can happen sometimes in animation is someone who is a very, very talented board artist will then be put in a position where they're a director and they're so used to being able to draw everything themselves that it can be hard to let go and be like, I can't actually draw this. I have to hand it off to someone else and I have to be able to like give them guidance and not do the work for them. So I think that can be the tricky part is learning to let go and kind of be a revisionist again while also managing people.
Yeah. That feels very applicable for a lot of different, which is good. Like,
exactly.
It's funny because it feels like something that would be run differently in a way than other departments. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when you say that, you're like, everyone's the same. You know what I mean? Like everyone who is in charge, you basically have to deal with. It's all managing personalities. It's all like making sure that people are having a good time. This episode was very fun.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you
this
for
was
doing
really
it.
fun to do.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. People go watch DuckTales, Disney Plus. What else should people watch that you've worked on that you're proud of that you feel like?
I just worked on the show Long Story Short.
Yeah.
It's by the guy who did BoJack Horseman.
Yeah.
I really loved working on it. I think it's a great show. So
great
if you
cast,
haven't,
too.
Oh yeah. So I would say if you haven't seen that one yet, check it out. It's great.
I just want to mention the cast because it's.
Oh, you know what? I'm actually going to self-plug too.
Do it. Do it. Let me say Ben Feldman, Abby Jacobson, Max Greenfield, Nicole Byer, Paul Reiser, Dave Franco. Crazy cast.
Incredible cast.
Yeah. Self-plug.
My self-plug is about 3 years ago. I made my own pilot. I think it came out pretty good.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Yeah.
And it's called Kelly and the Kung Fu Gators. It
Great.
is on YouTube. We also have a great cast. Not like as not that the star power isn't quite as much, but I really loved the voice actors that we worked with and the people that I got to work with, and I'm just really proud of how it turned out.
That's great. I'll put the link in the description for the episode. Thank you again. So fun.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
See ya. DuckTales.
Woo woo.
I wanted to sing it differently though, so we didn't have the opportunity to do that.
I did it though. I made it different.
Yeah, that's good.
Didn't DuckTales cross over with Tailspin? Didn't they bring everyone in by the last season?
Yeah.
So friggin' great.
Launchpad McQuack.
Love that show. Even the theme song, which is maybe top 5 kids show theme songs, the original is better in the new version.
Have I ever told you? I think I maybe have talked about it on here. The Launchpad McQuack fact.
No.
The guy who plays Launchpad McQuack in the original one is a Bay Area based voiceover guy.
Cool.
And he is in THX 1138.
Wow.
And there's a line in there where someone says a car like hits something, and he goes, "Oh, I think we ran over a Wookiee." And that's where George got the word Wookiee. It was just some guy making up a word.
Wow.
But then he used him in New Hope, and he's the guy who says, "These aren't the droids you're looking for."
Oh, that's so cool.
Isn't that wild?
What a
and then he's
legend.
Launchpad McQuack.
Yeah. Wow.
He's like a radio guy.
And who's the new Launchpad McQuack?
Beck Bennett.
And that's even better.
Even better.
Yeah.
Beck Bennett, a king.
He's friend of show Beck Bennett. We're not
Hasn't
friends
been
with him.
on.
I mean,
He could be on.
He wouldn't be on.
I could get him on.
Get him on.
All right, what do you want to do?
Superman.
Rank Huey, Dewey, Louie.
Bobby, Danny, Ben.
Wow.
No, I don't know. I think they're all great. Bobby's my number one
Yeah.
because he's the more smart-assy one. He's the troublemaker.
Crazy. Do you like Scrooge?
I love Scrooge.
Do you think if you had a bunch of money, if you had a bunch of money, Brian,
Yep.
wouldn't you just dive into bills
Oh yeah.
instead of coins?
Yeah. I wrote a Mickey
Duck bills. I'm talking about
Duck bills. Woo! I wrote a Mickey Mouse movie that's not getting made recently, and
It's not officially.
No, I haven't heard back from them in years at this point.
That's a shame.
And
Sounded interesting.
There's an alternate universe for all the characters, and they meet Scrooge, and he is kind of down in his luck in white trash.
Yeah.
And he has an above the ground pool filled with bottle caps.
That's funny.
I know, it was a really good script. It was
I'm
a really
excited
good
to do a
script.
live read of it someday,
No,
Brian.
it's so good. It's so good. I'm so sad it's not.
They
happening.
own that script.
Yeah, of course. No, Disney's like, do what you want with it. They're notoriously.
I mean, it would be
lenient.
very fun if you tried to bring that script somewhere else.
Well, yeah, but I could switch it out and make it like Woody Woodpecker.
I guess
it's-
that's true.
Yeah,
And all of his friends.
Andy Panda, the Vulture, Chili Willy,
The Vulture,
the dog.
Spider-Man, Brian.
No, the Vulture, Spider. Oh, speaking of which, I'm in Spider-Man: Brand New Day.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I play a villain.
Do you want to say which one?
I can't yet. I'm legally not allowed to. Sorry, I can't say it. Hasbro Pulse will have my figure mid-August.
Oh, Hasbro Pulse, meaning it's a crowdfunded one?
No, Hasbro Pulse also you can buy figures.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they have. I'm in a 2-pack.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm in a 2-pack.
Can you say who the other person is?
Punisher.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they wanted to put me with someone who wasn't as popular to help sell the Punisher.
Are you Lil Punisher?
No, I'm not Little Punisher. I'm a beloved Spider-Man character who has yet to be translated to the big screen.
Who could that be? You're
Well,
Tombstone.
You'll see.
You look just like Tombstone.
No, Tombstone's in it.
I know he
Yeah,
is.
but no, I'm not Tombstone.
You could say the Tombstone's in it?
Yeah, he's in the
Have they
trailer.
announced? Oh, is he?
He's in the trailer.
No.
Yeah.
Did I watch the trailer? I don't remember.
I don't know. I'm in a scene with Tombstone.
Oh, that's cool.
I say, well, you want to know my line?
Yeah.
So you're this Tombstone I've heard so much about.
That's your only line in the movie?
No, I have a ton of lines. I'm very.
How many lines do you think you have?
I lost count because I'm pretty much the lead once I'm in it.
That's cool.
And then I'm spinning off. Sony's making a spin-off movie with me where I'm going to be the team leader with Madam Web and Morbius.
Morbius.
Yeah,
And you're the leader.
yeah, and
That's
Craven.
how confident they are.
Yeah, no, they're
And the Bad Bunny one that didn't get made?
yeah, we mentioned him.
What was that one called?
El Muerto. He just every scene he just
Yeah.
left.
Oh,
so
that's cool.
we couldn't get him.
That's
He's so
cool.
busy.
Do you guys talk about the Drew Goddard Sinister Six script too?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's the opening scene. We're at a diner talking about the
what
script.
are other canceled Sony Spider-Verse?
Oh, I think there
those
was
the big
talk for
ones?
Emma Stone at one point getting a
yeah,
Gwen
yeah,
Stacy one. I don't know. I mean, they should do an Andrew Garfield one for goodness sakes.
Yeah.
But they won't. He's so good.
Is Spider-Man the best?
Spider-Man's the best superhero. We've had this conversation
Would
before.
Spider-Man be good on DuckTales?
Yes.
What would he do
He would fight crime with them.
with them?
Spider Duck.
Do they ever do superhero DuckTales episodes?
Not that I remember. I mean, Darkwing. And who's the wheelie guy that Lin-Manuel does the voice for?
Oh yeah, it's like Cyber.
Gizmo Duck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I called him Cyberduck.
Elon Musk is going to do Cyberduck.
I didn't even think of it. I didn't even think
It would be
that sounds
great.
like-
It would be great
yeah.
to do, and I've often thought this because it looks like a robot
Yeah.
dog head. They should do Cyberduck, but it's the head is just the car. It looks like the car.
Oh, sure.
Get on that. Somebody draw that for us, and we'll put a shirt. It'll say Cyberduck. We'll give you 10 cents.
Do you want me to work on that, or what do you?
I want someone to draw it.
Oh,
You got so sad. Don't we have any talented artist fans?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Don't we have any OnlyFans?
Should we start an OnlyFans?
No.
Be
We're
kinda
not Margot,
fun.
and we don't got money problems.
Is that what that movie's about?
The show. It's a show.
Oh, it's
And
a show.
It's Margot's got money troubles, I
Yeah.
think. I watched the first three.
They're out already?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's great.
The billboards have taken over Los Angeles.
It's legitimately great. I love it. She's gonna win an Emmy for sure.
And an Oscar.
Ellie
Ellie
Elle Fanning. And
Ellie Kemper?
Nick Offerman you've never seen him act like he does on the show. He's great. And Michelle Pfeiffer is amazing.
I didn't even know Michelle Pfeiffer was in it.
Yeah, she's her mom. And Greg Kinnear's in it a lot.
Wow.
It's legitimately great. If you can get the first 10 minutes, I was a little like, okay.
Yeah.
Just like Pizza Movie. First 10 minutes, I was like, I don't think so. And then I loved Pizza Movie.
You love Pizza Movie.
Yeah, I really did.
Hopefully
and I loved
we get to do
Napa
Pizza
Boys.
Movies. You love Napa Boys. Let's talk about Napa Boys.
No, we can't. We're talking about DuckTales.
Okay.
This was a great episode, Patrick. I'm sorry I wasn't there for it. Did she draw anything for you?
Yeah, it was a picture of you, and I burned it.
Oh, man. She could draw us as ducks. Why did you ask her to do that?
I don't know.
And we could have a shirt that says, hey, that's Duck, and it's us. Why wouldn't you do that?
Quack, that's us.
Mine was fine. Why'd you have to add on to it? Any plugs?
Yeah, sure. When does this come out?
May. You said.
Okay, May.
Mm-hmm.
July 11th.
Mm-hmm.
Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, live reading at Dynasty Typewriter. It's sold out in person, but there are live stream tickets. You can go to swliveread.com.
Who am I playing?
You're playing Babu Frick's like unemployed friend.
Oh, I love him.
Yeah. He's got like the tank top and like the beer belly sticking out.
I know. Yes, I know you're already gonna do this, but you got to have Rich, who is Luke.
Yeah.
Also be the guy that goes win the war in the beginning, because that's Mark Hamill.
Sure.
I don't know if you thought about that, but
I honestly didn't.
okay. Anyway, those are the best. You have to watch them. You can watch all the other ones online right now.
Yeah, you can watch all the other ones,
but you should pay for the one that's coming up and support it.
It does really help when people buy live stream tickets.
Right, and go see Minions and Monsters in theaters pretty soon.
Can you give any spoilers?
Yes, the Minions are making a movie, and it's a monster movie, so they conjure actual monsters to help them star in it.
Are the monsters bad guys?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Some monsters aren't.
Okay.
The Minions are good guys.
That's good.
But they like to serve bad guys. So are they good? Who's to say?
That's a great question. Brian, what question are you tired of answering about the Minions?
How do you write Minion dialogue in your screenplays?
Honestly, not a bad
It's a great question, but that's literally what everybody asks.
What is the answer?
It depends on what writer. Like a bunch of writers have written Minions.
Yeah.
I write what it means in English. I write English translation, and then Pierre, who is the director of the movie, voice of the Minions, co-writer on this movie with me, he translates what we meant to say. Other writers just write like, Stuart is angry.
Sure.
Or Stuart says something funny.
Sure.
But that's why Pierre likes working with me so much, because I put the extra time in to actually do the arguments. Like write it out as an argument, or like what he's expressing. And it helps him figure out how to say it. It was the best process. We would go back and forth and just send pages. Oh, that's nice. Usually, I think it's okay. I think we can say this. Yeah. It's the first time I've written with the director on these. And usually I would send in a scene and maybe write like 5 versions of a scene. Mm-hmm. And then the executives in LA would, Chris.
Yeah.
Chris, everyone knows Chris is like in charge of Illumination.
Yes.
He's Walt Disney of Illumination. That's
wow.
what I like. He would say, "Oh, I like this one or this one," and we send him to Pierre or whoever the director was, and then he would do his, he'd pick, and he'd then of course do his version. It was never exactly like I wrote it, because there's storyboard artists and Pierre's a genius. So, but with this one, I would send 4 versions to Pierre, and he'd pick one and go send it and rewrite it, send it back to me. I'd rewrite it, and we send it to Chris. So Chris has actually read less of my work than he ever has for this movie, because I would send 5 versions as opposed to 1. And I constantly told Chris, I just want you to know I am writing 5 versions of this. Pierre chose the one with the least amount of dialogue, because he's French, and the Minions people, Minion audience people just want funny physical humor.
Do the Minions, does he redub it in other languages, or does it not matter?
It's interesting. That's a great question, Patrick.
Thank you so much.
He will do it in not usually the whole thing, but like when it went to India, he inserted catchphrases that are only popular there all throughout. That's for every country.
Sure.
So they feel like it's theirs.
Jai ho.
Sure. No, and so it's a lot of work, and it works.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I've heard the dubbed versions quite a bit. Like Pierre is working with the French people now, and it's the biggest French comedians. But the Minions always stay the same for the most part, and it's fun. That's fun.
Do you think there's a world where they ever reanimate the lips for dubbed versions?
They do that.
Do they?
Yeah,
so like
sometimes.
in India,
not for every movie, but if it's big enough, they do.
Oh,
they,
wow.
absolutely.
I don't think I knew that.
And of course, shirts with slogans and stuff like that. Yeah, for sure.
I don't think I knew that.
No, it's not all the time, but it's a lot.
You're saying it happens every single time?
Happens every single time without fail. What?
Go see Brian's movie.
Please,
all of you, please go see it twice.
Go see it 4 times.
Okay.
Go when Patrick's live show is up. Why don't you go see Minions and then go home and
watch the live stream?
And it'll be like a big Hey That's Me weekend.
Because when does the movie come out?
July 1st.
So it'll still be in theaters.
When is this?
Unless there's a gigantic problem. No, when my live read happens.
Oh yeah.
Which is the 11th.
God, I hope so. Yeah.
So unless something crazy happens.
Yeah, like the Minions get canceled. I hope not.
Bananas fall out of popular favor.
There's not many banana references in this movie.
Really?
There's 2, I think. Yeah.
Do you find that annoying that people just say banana to you a lot?
No, you know what? I got recently. This is a good question too.
Thank you.
When I was introduced up on stage, Kevin Smith introduced me for the Big Healing Dog screening in November of 2024. He said, now here's a guy who has made millions of dollars writing the word banana.
Yeah.
And that bothered me. I love Kevin.
Yeah.
But that is not what I do.
Yeah.
I don't like people when they dismiss the Minions as only that.
Yeah.
I think the Minions are really good physical comedy, the likes of which haven't been seen since Mark Lynn Baker.
When did banana become the big thing? Is that in one of the Despicable Me movies?
Yeah, I think it was one of the shorts. And I asked Pierre about it recently, and he said because I thought it was because they're yellow. Let's just grab a yellow color. He had a show in France that was really popular, and one of the characters was obsessed with bananas, so he just thought it was funny.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, there's less of it in this though, because we don't want to keep repeating.
And there weren't bananas in the time frame that this movie takes place
in the 20s.
Yeah,
sure there were. There were.
They were different.
I don't think they look that different.
Isn't there a thing where bananas?
Oh my God, it's so crazy. Yeah,
yeah.
Earlier than that. But
yeah.
All fruit was much less appealing looking and healthier for you.
But most of them still had peels.
That was great.
I wouldn't say great.
That was amazing.
Pretty good.
I can't believe you said JoJo's totally zoned out.
Not even listening.
She doesn't care. She's like typing in new boyfriends.
Thank you so much, Brian. This is fun.
What do you
go check out our Patreon, patreon.com/commentary. Toss a few bucks our way. We're gonna do an extra episode right now about
The Office.
Okay, sure.
Oh, all 3 of us, me, Patrick, JoJo, gonna do 2 best reboots of a TV show.
Okay, great. And that'll go up today.
How many there were?
That'll go up today.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. So yeah, we'll see you there. We love you.
Bye. Thanks for listening to Hey That's Me, a commentary podcast. This has been a That Was Just So Funny production. Your hosts have been Brian Lynch and Patrick Hotner. Music was by Alex Peabody, and our art was by Abigail Noy. You can find out more about the show by going to heythat'smepod.com and checking out our Patreon at patreon.com/commentary. If you've enjoyed the show, please leave us a review on Apple Podcasts.